I've got a story that nobody has covered and everybody's going to think is boring, but it's actually very exciting. The story is this. It came out November 12th. Eli Lilly, a large pharmaceutical company based in Indianapolis, has dropped CVS Caremark as their pharmacy benefit manager, and they went with RightWay. You say, okay, I don't even know what a pharmacy benefit manager is. Pharmacy benefit manager is a middleman, and it's a middleman that works with insurance companies, and they get to say what medications you get to use and at what price. Now, why this is a big deal is that Eli Lilly, on one hand, uses the PBM for their own employees and about 50,000 employees. But on the other hand, they also have to sell their medications and they have to use these PBMs. Now, I want you to think of these PBMs as schoolyard bullies. There's three big bullies here, and CVS Caremark is the largest one. They control over 100 million patients' prescriptions. And that's because they're owned by a very large insurance company. So they have a lot of power, and their power comes from what's called a formulary. Formulary is the list of approved drugs. So what happened this year is Eli Lilly's drug got kicked off the formulary. That means they can't now sell Zepbound to probably 100 million patients. Now that would irritate me, but it's even worse. In 2012, Eli Lilly was the first company to get kicked off a formulary. Their short-acting insulin, Humalog, got kicked off by CVS Caremark, the biggest bully in the schoolyard. But here's some good news. I think the CEO of Eli Lilly is going to get rid of these middlemen and say no thank you to the PBMs. And here's why. He's making some moves. The first move is there's something called Lilly Direct. You and I can buy a lot of drugs from Eli Lilly online. And also, Eli Lilly made a deal with the government that people can buy the medications on Trump RX. Now, they also came out with a new plan for 2026. They're going to work with employers to sell their medications directly to them. Now, I'm going to throw the gauntlet down to David Ricks, the CEO of Eli Lilly. You are running a fantastic company, a company that every American should be proud of, but I want you to get rid of and stand up to the schoolyard bully, the PBM. Say, you know what? We're going to sell the product that we design, we manufacture. The PBMs don't do anything. We don't need them. They don't design, manufacture, but you know what they do? They take 40 to 50% of the cost and they keep it. So that's the big problem. They are a bully we don't need. Eli Lilly, stand up. David Ricks, stand up, because if you kick the PBMs to the street and say, we're not using you, guess what happens? All the other big drug manufacturing companies are going to do the same. They're going to say, hey, PBMs, you're out.